Hello distinguished students, welcome to my online class. I'm Mr. Peter the Infinity and I'll be taking you in mathematics grade 5 and grade 7. Okay, so in today's video, we're simply looking at adding and subtracting fractions. Okay, I guess you have once heard of this topic before. Yes, I'm here to guide you through steps in terms of adding and subtracting fractions. Okay, so I have examples with me here. Okay, the first example, we are going to add these fractions. The second example, we are going to subtract the fractions. Okay, so now, let's start with the first one. We have the fraction 3 over 4 plus 1 over 3. Okay, so how can we add this fraction? Very simple. I know what you are thinking. You think we have to add 3 plus 1, it will give us 4. 4 plus 3, it will give us 7. Okay, well, if you are thinking of such, then you are wrong. Okay, so the first thing you have to do, you have to draw a line. Okay, now the question is, why are we drawing a line? We want to find the lowest common denominator. Okay, so what is the lowest common denominator? The lowest common denominator is simply a number where these two bases could go in without leaving a remainder. Okay, so between 4 and 3, which number can we put here? That number should be the denominator, and 4 and 3 could go in without leaving a remainder. Okay, now let me show you one secret of finding the lowest common denominator. You first get a smaller base, and then you try to divide it into a bigger base. Okay, so we know 3 is smaller than 4. Can 3 go into 4? No. What is the easiest way to find the lowest common denominator? You are going to multiply the two bases. What is 4 multiplied by 3? We are going to have a 12. Okay, so in this problem, 12 is our lowest common denominator. Okay, now what do we do after we find the lowest common denominator? We start dividing. How many times does 4 go into 12? Okay, 4 goes into 12 3 times. What is 3 multiplied by 3? We're going to have a 9, like that. Plus this sign here. How many times does 3 go into 12? Okay, 3 goes into 12 4 times. What is 4 multiplied by 1? We have a 4. Okay, then we are going to add these two numerators. What is 9 plus 4? 9 plus 4 is simply 13 over 12. We don't change the denominator, we always maintain the denominator. Okay, we are not yet done here. We are going to ask ourselves, can a number go into, is there a number that could go in 13 and 12 without leaving a remainder? Okay, no, but 12 can go into 13, isn't it? Okay, so how many times does 12 go into 13? 12 goes into 13 once, remainder 1 over 12, like that. Once you reach this stage, then you are done. Okay, we move to question B. Question B, we have a fraction 1 over 8 plus 1 over 8. The first thing, we draw a line, then we find the lowest common denominator. Okay, now in this problem, we have the lowest common, the bases which are identical. This is 8 and this is 8. Okay, so if the bases are the same, you just write 8 as your lowest common denominator. Okay, then how many times does 8 go into 8? Once. What is 1 multiplied by 1? You have a 1. Plus 8 into 8, 1. 1 multiplied by 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2 over 8. We don't change the denominator. Okay. How many times does 2 go into 2? 1. How many times does 2 go into 8? 4. At this stage, we have the numerator that is smaller than the denominator. 4 can't go into 1. Then we are done. Okay, we solve the last one. Part C. Part C, we have 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. The first thing, we draw a line. Then we find the lowest common denominator. Okay, what will be the lowest common denominator in such a problem? Okay, remember what I said? Get a smaller number, divide it into a bigger number. If a smaller number can go into a bigger number, then this bigger number will be the denominator. Okay, so can 2 go into 4? Yes. So 4 will be the denominator, like that. How many times does 2 go into 4? 2. 2 multiplied by 1, 2. Plus 4 into 4, 1. 1 multiplied by 1, it's 1. What is 2 plus 1? 3 over 4. Okay, the same thing that happened here. We have a smaller number on top and a bigger number down. Then we are done. Okay, so these were examples, example questions on adding fractions. Now, let us look at a different examples, but we maintain the same scenario of finding the denominators. Okay. We move to the second question. Subtract the following fractions. The first one, we have 3 over 4 minus 3 over 8. Okay. The first thing, we draw a line. Then we find the lowest common denominator. Okay, between 4 and 8, which one will be my denominator here? If I put 4 here, I know that 8 can't go into 4. Suppose I put 8 here. Can 4 go into 8? Yes. Can 8 go into 8? Yes. So 8 will be my denominator. Remember what I said in the previous example, you get a smaller number, you divide it into a bigger number. Once a smaller number goes into a bigger number, then the bigger number will be the denominator. Okay. How many times does 4 go into 8? 2. What is 2 multiplied by 3? 6. Minus. What is 8 into 8? 1. 1 multiplied by 3? 3. Okay. What is 6 minus 3? 3 over 8. 8 can't go into 3, then we are done. Okay, we move to part B. We have 8 over 2 minus 2 over 2. Okay, this one. The first thing, we draw a line. Remember what I said, when these two bases are the same, we just get 1. I'll put a 2 here. Then I'll say 2 into 2, 1. 1 multiplied by 8, 8. Minus 2 into 2, 1. 1 multiplied by 2, 2. 8 minus 2, 6 over 2. Now, in such a case, we discover that 2 can go into 6. Then we can divide that one. How many times does 2 go into 6? 3 times. Then this is your answer. Okay, we move to the last one. We have 9 over 8 minus 4 over 8. Okay, the first step, we draw a line. Since the bases are the same, I'll just get 1 and put it as my base. Then I'll say 8 into 8, 1. 1 multiplied by 9, 9. Minus 8 into 8, 1. 1 multiplied by 4, 4. Okay, 9 minus 4, 5. What will be our denominator? 8. Like that. Okay, in this case, 8 can't go into 5, then we are done.